Kidd Kraddick in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Hey, it's Kellie Rasberry with your Showbiz Top 5 for Monday, November 30th. A Harpo employee says Oprah is not planning to do her favorite things episode. Boo. Blame it on the bad economy. But last year there was a bad economy and she decided to do a scaled down version of My Favorite Things, which was basically people showing how to do stuff as cheaply as possible, making memory books and homemade hot chocolate kits. It was a bunch of crap. But the funniest part was watching the audience's reaction, finding out they'd been picked to be on the My Favorite Things show, and then finding out they were getting all this junk. So that was priceless, and at least it was better than nothing. But no favorite things for this year. Maybe she'll blow it all out on her very last episode before she retires in 2011. Katy Perry and Russell Brand have been dating since they hooked up at the VMAs a couple months ago. It was that early September. We don't seem to have any problem with it. No real gossip coming out about these two. But how does her family feel about the relationship? Her dad doesn't think it's going to go too much further. He says, I have met Russell. I'm not thinking he's the guy who will be her husband, but he's a nice guy. Now, at first, Reese Witherspoon's reps were the only ones saying anything about the rumor that she and Jake Gyllenhaal had broken up. They say that's because Jake dumped her and they were trying to help her save face for a little while. Well, now Jake's reps are speaking up and saying no, the two of them are still together. So you got both sides saying they're still together, so it must be true. Jake and Reese have been dating for a couple of years since they hooked up on the set of Rendition. They co-starred in that movie together, and he was a big help in her getting over her ended relationship, her ended marriage with Ryan Phillippe. David Hasselhoff and his ex-wife Pamela Bach had crappy Thanksgiving holiday weekends. First, on Friday, right before noon, paramedics were called out to David Hasselhoff's home. Of course, we're all thinking it's because he's drunk again. They say it was because he was having seizures, and apparently this is not the first time he's had seizures. So he was taken to the hospital. Now, at first, there were reports that he was placed on, what was it, a 5150? I forget the exact numbers, but it's that psychiatric hold where the hospital can hold you involuntarily up to 72 hours because they've deemed you're a threat to yourself and others. Well, David was released after about 48 hours, and his attorney is saying that psychiatric hold business was just a bunch of nonsense. He doesn't know where that rumor got started. Now, in the meantime, David's ex-wife, Pamela Bach, was arrested Saturday night on DUI charges. She blew a .14 and then a .13 on 2 breathalyzers and was hauled off to jail where she posted $15,000 bail and then headed to an AA meeting later that same day. Now, in California, she was already on probation for a DUI charge back in March. So if you have 2 DUIs, that's automatic jail time. So we'll see how much time she actually has to serve. She told TMZ she was comforting her daughters Saturday night because they were really upset about their dad. They went out and had a couple cocktails, I guess, to comfort herself, and ends up in jail. TMZ also all over the Tiger Woods drama, every gossip website all over the Tiger Woods drama this morning. They're reporting that the Florida Highway Patrol is now trying to get a search warrant because they want to see the hospital records after Tiger Woods was brought in to be treated for some lacerations to his face. They want to see if those are consistent with a car accident or with domestic violence. And if that is the case, Ellen Nordgren, his wife, could be facing domestic violence charges. And they say that's why, Tiger keeps turning away the police. For the past 3 days, they've been trying to see him about this, and he keeps sending them away, and that he's trying to give, his face a chance to heal. He does have his wife's back. He went on this website and said, this is entirely my fault. All these rumors are just malicious. They're not true. Elin, I keep calling her Ellen. Elin was the first one who was, courageously there to get me out of the car, and she was by my side. She tried to help me. Well, the rumor is that Elin went crazy nuts on Tiger because the National Enquirer posted this story about him having an affair with a woman who's apparently been around celebrity circles quite a bit. Beautiful woman, Rachel Uchitel, and that she had had enough. Went after Tiger with her fingernails and then a golf club, which is why she busted out the windows on his car. So I guess eventually the police will get to the truth of the matter. In the meantime, Tiger's accepting full responsibility and is asking for privacy at the time. Duh. How can we do that? We're not going to give you your privacy. We're nosy people. We want to know what's going on, Tiger. That's your Showbiz Top 5.